Man, shut up. Didn't I say shut up? Bet that rooster will think twice before crowing tomorrow morning. Coffee's ready, guys. Let's start the show. Good morning, everybody. How is everybody this morning? Cold here. Cold. Running a little late. I had to get the hot cup of coffee before I sat down. I hope everybody is good this morning. Let's see who's come to hang out with us. Good morning, Sage. How are you? Crips Walker, nice to see you. Hey, Susan. Good morning. Good morning. Are you still digging out over to your way, Susan? All that freaking snow. Pomp, Sir Pomp is here. Hello. Good morning. Hey, Demon. How's it going? Let's see. Just got a work call at 2 p.m. and then I will be with you. Okay, sir. We will be here. Vicky, good morning. Warm, snuggly blanket. Oh, we need it. I'm cold. Cold already. Good morning, Steph. Poor Steph. So sorry about the whole shit show already starting on a Wednesday. I mean, we're halfway through the week and you'll get there. You'll get there. Jump in when you can. Good morning, Ms. Pinky. How are you? Loved the video, Miss Pinky. Lovely. All the dragons. Great work as always. Now I was thinking mine's kind of plain. It's just white. I mean, it's beautiful, but maybe I need to have you, vamp it up a little. Maybe add a little gold or something. Look, Mr. Prism, how are you? Sugar Daddy Wayne's in the house. Hello, sir. Good morning. Roger, good morning. Good morning. How are you today? I hope everybody is well. Mrs. Prism, good morning. Good morning. How are you, sweetie? By the way, loving Mr. Prism's new look. The sexy bald looks looking good. I'm sure you're enjoying that. It does. It looks good. I know it must have been a shocker, but you carry it well. And let's see. I don't want to miss anybody. Miss Sherry's here with us. Good morning, Sherry. How are you? I think I got everybody. Susan says big mounds of snow. At least I have tomorrow off. Oh, good for you. Good for you. I know it missed us totally. I mean, we got like a little light dusting last night, but I'm so glad we missed it. So glad. Yes, please hit the like. Let's put this up here. Kapow. There we go. So everybody can see what everybody's saying right on the screen. Yes, we are. Oh, God, it was silly. But they still say we're supposed to be getting some snow, I think, tomorrow. So I don't know. Got my fingers crossed. Finally snow free in Denmark. Oh, so lucky. We are done. It's just, and that's usually the way it is. February, you're just like, all right, I've had it. This is enough. But no, we still got March, unfortunately. But well, just the countdown. And signs of spring are showing up. I saw a squirrel yesterday, so because they usually hang out and hide out in their nests until it starts to warm up enough. So that's a good sign that I saw a squirrel running around the yard. So hopefully it's just around the corner. That's all we can do. Just pray. I like it that the bald head is cooling the scalp. Yeah, see? I mean, it's a little freaky at first because, it's like that wind and you're like, oh, this is really weird. But once you get used to it, yeah, that'll be it. 68. Oh, lucky duck. Oh, no, Susan. Please don't go out of your way. You keep it. I mean, I know how much you adore the snow. So I wouldn't want you to deprive yourself of that fluffy white hell. Just you you enjoy. Yes. Oh, squirrel. So yeah, we had one. So that's a good sign when they start getting up, waking up, and start roaming around. Spring is coming. He probably ran out of nuts in the nest, so he had to go check his stash. They hide them all over the place, and it's usually in the flower beds. So I just love the wind blowing through my hair, head. Yeah, you're more airstream when you get, when you're bald. It's just, you move faster, right, Wayne? Makes you more aerodynamic and, slick. Especially when like swimming. He's probably like a torpedo through the water, right? Is that how that works? Because there's no drag now because the hair is gone. There wouldn't be a hint of sarcasm about the snow there. No, terribly. No, my goodness. I know I need to shut up because if we're going to get another storm coming through, watch, we're going to get nailed. And then Susan will be laughing at me. Buried up to our eyeballs. I hope not. But hey, you never know around here. We have plenty of nuts where we live. Oh, yeah, I'm sure you do, Wayne. Excuse me. You're always telling me about it. It's Wayne lives in an interesting area. Always something exciting going on. Let's see. Oh, no. Yeah, we're supposed to get a rain-snow mix later. Shit. So, yep. Okay, see, they changed it up. So now we're not supposed to get snow until next week. So I'm good with that. I'll take it. Only problem is cold. Tomorrow it's only going to be 28, low of 9. Lucky us. And see, that's people will say, well, I'll take that. No, I'd rather have the snow, to be honest, than the cold. I hate being cold. And it's very rare when I'm cold because my husband he says I'm a walking furnace. So, and it's the truth. I'm always warm. Good morning, Spange. How are you? So it's, I hate when I'm cold. I'm miserable. And of course, everything hurts. Just nasty. And it's just a heads up. The swelling went down finally in the right hand. Hallelujah. But the knuckle is just like huge. I'm thinking I might have rheumatoid arthritis, guys. Oh, God. And really not too thrilled about that. But the only way I'm going to find out is if I have it checked. And I really don't want to go into the doctor's office. I was doing some research last night. I'm thinking, oh, God, that doesn't sound good. But eventually, I think I'm going to have to go have it checked. Just when I need something else. To add to the list. Why not? There's room for more. I'll just be a crippled ball wrapped up in a blanket in a corner somewhere. Somebody throw me a crust of bread every now and then. So I'm just finally happy that we can leave the back door open for some friends. Oh, I know, Mrs. Prism. Me too. I'm waiting for that. As soon as I get that smell, the spring smell, then all the windows get opened up and the doors. And that's when I start, spring cleaning, scrubbing, the walls and all that just to get the winter yuck out of the house. And oh no, Laura, that would be horrible. Yeah, Spange, I was, like I said, because it's weird how it's both hands, same knuckle, same kind of pain. And then I'm having issues of more burning in the knees than I normally have. So I'm thinking, oh, okay, something's not right. And like I said, the swelling is horrendous. So that's what it made me look last night to see what the scoop was, what the symptoms were. And I kind of meet some of the criteria. So I'm like, oh, crap. Oh, poop. I got to go mod. Sorry. Oh, who went live? Let me guess. Hi, girly. That's okay, Spange. I'm glad you stopped in to visit with us. The longer you live, the better the new parts they're going to make. Yeah, I wish. I need an overhaul. I've got a list. Okay, Spange, thank you for hitting the like. Go mod away. I know we all have our jobs to do. So your right hand is fine now. What it is about your wrong hand? The wrong hand, that just aches. That's what I'm saying. It's just every day you wake up, it's something else. It's true. They said if you ever wake up, one day and nothing hurts, then you think you're dead because it's just so old, I'm totally over it. And it just doesn't go away. But yeah, I slowed down and the hand is back to normal size, except for the knuckles kind of big. So I think, yeah, that's just the arthritis. Well, how about this? I am 52, going to my 35th high school reunion, and my husband's about to turn 36. I feel really old. Oh, I know. Don't feel, but at 52, hey, I'd go back to 52. I'd go back to, I don't know. We just can't go backwards. And your husband's going to be 36. Woohoo, you go, girl. Well, my husband's having a fit because he's going to be 62 this year. So I said, hey, and he still looks good. So he don't look 62. He feels 62 like the rest of we feel it. We just smile. I know there's some days when you look in the mirror and you're like, oh, who the hell's that? Unfortunately, it's you. And then we start picking ourselves apart, like, what the hell's, like this is sagging or drooping and you got that wrinkle and geez. It sucks. It really does. Women are lucky though. We get to wear makeup and cover it all up. I would never do, plastic surgery or anything like that. So we'll just have to deal with it. Wayne says, I'm 53 and Donna's 38. Well. Everybody going after the young ones. My husband, when he was 28. I don't know. I always felt funny dating somebody younger. Of course, like I said, I was with my husband, when I was 15, and he was just going on 18, and because everybody had a fit. Oh my god, I gotta get in trouble. She's too young, and well, he behaved himself, so there was no problems. But I've had friends that have dated guys way younger than them. And then they would complain because they says, well, I can't, have a serious conversation. I said, well, you're dating practically a child. You expect. And that's not all guys, or girls, people are mature in their own way. But I don't know. I just grew up with where the man was always older. Pieces, my husband is 8 years older than me. Yeah. See, that's just, I think that's good. Good morning, little miss. How are you? I I don't know. When you get really big age gaps, that's where I get kind of creeped out. When I was like 16, yeah, it was about 16, 17, and I met this girl and she was dating this guy and an older brother. And he was like almost 30 and he was interested in me. I'm thinking, ew, no way, man. It's like you're old enough to be my father. It's totally just creeped me right out. And then he kind of like stalked me for a little while. I'm thinking, oh God. Finally got rid of that. He'd always drive past my house in like his sports car. He had like a Trans Am or something like that. I'm thinking, oh, brother. Thank God, yeah, got rid of that one because that was a little creepy. Good morning, Raven. How are you? Is Miss Raven just waking up or just going to bed? probably the just going to bed, right? My husband was 13 years older than me. Oh, so it's as I'm saying, it's different for everybody. I mean, if you guys got along well and it's not an issue. For myself, I wouldn't go more than probably 5 years. I mean, that's just me. 5 years. Either way, I don't know. It's just the way I look at it. But I mean, if it works for you. Good morning, Ozzy. How's it going? We had a friend that he was about met up with his now wife. I think he was like 10, 12 years older than her. And he would question me, well, what do you think? I says, well, if you guys get along and, either one of you just don't have a problem, then you go for it. And yeah, now they're married. So it depends on who you are. I think the age difference between me and my husband, I think is perfect for me anyway. What the ones that really creep me out are the ones like you got these 20-year-old chicks that date these 70-year-old men. Come on, really? And it's usually Hollywood stuff. Oh, but I love him. No, you love his wallet. Excuse me. Like, who are you trying to shit? I think women mature quicker than men. That's probably why women date older. Yeah. Yeah, they do. I believe like my son, he's 3 years older, I think 3-year-old older than his girl. But my son has dated younger girls. But then, of course, the immature problems come along with the younger. And I told him, I said, well, you're dating younger girls, you're going to have issues. And so. And they could be either way, boy or girl, Gold diggers waiting for inheritance. Yeah, exactly. Like what that prime example would be that Anna Nicole Smith when she was dating that oil tycoon. The guy was 80 something years old. Come on, really? Good morning, Janice. How are you? Or like, what's his name there from the Hugh Hefner? He was just a dirty old man. I don't care what anybody says. Give me a break. All these young girls and the stuff that they had to do to live in the mansion. Please, I'd rather live in the shack than have to go and visit that guy in his room. Whoa. It just grossed me right out. Okay, everybody, Spain's just back. You can mod and listen at the same time. We won't tell. Mr. Prisman, I'm pretty sure I'd get annoyed by a 20-year-old at this point. Yeah, I know. Because they do things and you're like, oh, really? Get out of here. Go play in the other room. He got other mods in. It's not John Boy. Oh, okay. Well, thank you, Vicky. Oh, wonderful. Thank you so much. Are you ready? Wake up, guys. Here it comes. We have to thank Vicky. You are a superstar. Thank you so much. And hopefully everybody will thank her for that wonderful gift and a good timing too, because the new issue for the magazine's coming out. So if you're a member, you have access to the magazine. Good morning, Bill. Did you get your coffee, Bill? Didn't realize you were modding. Yeah, she's on the sly. You gotta be quiet. Shh. So she got her yeehaw. All right. So yeah, Wayne, you were talking about the Hefner deal. Yeah, just the thought of that makes me want to hurl. I never wanted to be a mod, but yet here we are. Oh yeah, I know I mod for a few people, so it's hard to keep up sometimes, especially if they go on at the same time. You're like, oh crap! So you kind of got to split it up. And yeah, I never ask. I just, I say, hey, if they ask me, then I'll say, well, if I got time, yes, okay, I'll do it. But and I do the best that I can, but there are so many better mods out there than me. That's why I'm never mod of the month, guys. Too many better ones out there than I am. How's Bill this morning? Are you fever free and ready to rock and roll? I know. Vicky is a superstar. So generous. I appreciate it. I really do. I know, guys, I'm still going through that subbot thing. Boy, it's really ticking me off. But I've been assured that it takes a few days and things will get back to normal, because I never really know. I'm at the point where I don't know what the real numbers are. So it goes up and down every day, up and down, up and down. And I'm just really stressing because I really want to get to that 1,000 mark. And so it keeps pumping up to over 900, and I know half of it's BS. And so I got to wait till it drops down, and then I see what the real number is, and it keeps changing. And I'm thinking, oh my God, just please, when is it going to end? And whether if it was done out of, trying to help me or trying to be mean, I don't really know. All I know is that it's totally screwed me up. And, I just, even though I was said, don't worry about it, it doesn't affect the channel, but it's affecting me. It's just freaking me out. And I've had enough. I want it to stop. I've been modded by people who haven't asked me to. It can be annoying when you don't want to be one for them. Well, I mean, then you just don't perform the services there, Pinky. Don't worry about it. I mean, if you don't want to do it, you don't have to. Doing better, Laura. Thank you. Oh, good. I know Bill is fighting some kind of mysterious virus or something. He says, don't stress on it. It'll sort itself out. Yeah, I know. But when I look at the numbers, I'm thinking, oh, God, it's still doing it. And then when it finally gets down to where it's normal, and then it's not even 24 hours, then it starts climbing again. I'm thinking, oh, here we go. And just, yeah. I just want it to stop so that I can know what my real numbers are and what I've got to strive for. And, the struggle. It's the struggle, the YouTube struggle. I don't know why it can't be accurate. Well, see, that's what it is because whoever did it, I don't know how many they bought. So, and they did it under, for my channel. So, like I said, I don't know if it was done to be cruel or to be helpful. I don't know, but it's really just an annoyance because you're trying to figure out what the hell's going on. And I don't know. So I'm just waiting for it to stop so I know where I am, where I stand. Usually per 10K. Oh God. I don't know. See, I don't know anything about that stuff. I mean, I was educated quickly, and I see that you could buy like 250 of them for like $14, and it's like, oh. So like I'm saying, I don't know what was purchased. I don't know what the frig is going on. Oh, good. Coffee is no. Where's that coffee? Did the hag snatch the sage? Checks are done and she's ready to go. Hello, Ryan. How are you? So yeah, I just keep checking. I keep checking the numbers. I got enough stress. Too much stress. It's been a tight week. I'm just My mother fell down again the other day. I was like, oh God. I was sitting here in the studio working on something, and her boom, because their bedroom's right below my studio. And I'm thinking, all right, that sounds like she fell down. I go downstairs. Yep, there she is sitting on the floor next to the bed with her cup of water. I'm thinking, oh, jeez. And we know what she did. She, are you taking off, Pop? Have a good day. She tried to crawl into bed with the cup of water, and she couldn't grab onto anything, so she slipped and fell. So, yeah, she just gets scared because she always lands on her butt, thank God. And we pretty much have all of the furniture in the bedroom covered in like foam rubber. So if she falls down, she don't hit her head again. Because the last time she fell, she cut the back of her head. So I had to doctor that up. And thank goodness it healed up. She just had a little bit of a lump. So my father put foam rubber on everything. Doing good despite desperate to go out and invest. Oh, I know. Same here. I'm really getting excited about getting out. But it's too, and I do mostly cemetery stuff. So it's wet and yucky and ugh. So I gotta wait. Damn, they could have just sent you money straight away, and you could have used that money for some coffee. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't know what the intentions were. And, I have my ideas on who might have done it. YouTube knows who's done it, but they don't tell you that stuff. So all I know is that they're going to be monitored. And if that suspicious behavior continues, then, you can have your channel deleted. They will delete it permanently. And thank God it doesn't affect me, because I didn't ask for this. I didn't ask anybody to do it. And, I think it's great when, people share out your channel and stuff and say, that's you help that way. That's wonderful. But don't go and do the fraudulent crap because it just doesn't work out well for anybody. Yeah, gonna have to sleep before work tonight. Okay, sleep well, sir. Hope you're rested. Hey, get off my lawn. I love that. Good morning, Leanne. How are you? And we were serious. Leanne, I'm serious. Once you get your channel up and really rock and rolling, you've got to make up a button. Get off my lawn. Because I'm sorry. I can't stop laughing. Every time I see that, I laugh. All those cemeteries that Bill took us to were nice ones. Yeah, I'm going to hook up with Bill. We're going to have to go check those out. But everything's just so, we got to wait. We got to wait till everything dries out. Otherwise, it's just, you'll be soaking wet and just mud. And so, yeah, that's why I can't do any of it until then. My stepdad is falling a lot now, too. Nobody can get him up. And now he is in so much pain, weak. So ambulance called each time. He's 93. Oh, my goodness. God bless him. 93. Isn't that wonderful? Yeah, well, my mother's dementia is progressing, so her balance is off a little. So we're going to have to get her one of those walkers, and then I have to get her to use it. That's the problem. So it's just things are changing, and we just have to be on our toes a little bit more. Usually my father would leave her cup on the table so that she could get a drink whenever she wanted it. And now I told him, I said, you can't leave it there. I said, because she's carrying it into the bedroom. And what if she broke that and got cut? I said, so you can't let her have it unless we're here to watch her. So yeah, it's hard when they get old and can't, balance themselves. And so, Spange, do you guys take care of him full time? It's hard. You can't watch him 24/7. This is not possible to sit and babysit them all day long, every day. It's just, it's not possible. And to have somebody else come in, a nurse or something, or an aide or something. Here in New York, it costs a fortune. And my father just doesn't have it in their budget to afford to have somebody come in every day, to give them a break. You can clearly see who has bought sub by their sub watches and interactions. I don't. They can deny all they want. However, I don't get the sad life's the type of person who would do that to you. Yeah. Well, that's why I'm thinking. That's why I think like, I know who did it. So it's um, and it's sad. I'm upset. I'm upset and angry at the same time because, like I said, I don't know what. I think it was done. Try to help, but that's fraudulent. Hey, Vicky. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Coffee fund. Yes. Add to the coffee fund. We need the coffee fund. She is a superstar. Thank you so much. It's great. Did you get her one of those things that you use when people go biking, riding, like a bag with water or tube, just hang it on the bed so she could have it? Oh, that's a good idea. That's a good idea. But she really doesn't. She's gone from where she was drinking like gallons of milk. I mean, my God, we couldn't have enough milk in the house. Good morning, Petals. And now she won't touch that. She only wants water. So she drinks water all day, but it's little at a time because now she's got a habit when we feed her. She likes to pour the water in the dish. So it's little bits at a time. No, I don't live near him. My mom passed away in 2016 and he was her companion. I call him every day, but he calls me at least 10 times a day. Oh. So, but he doesn't live alone, does he, Spange? I mean, 93. Hopefully he's got somebody that's with him. It's scary when you get that old and you're alone. It really is. Be back in a bit. Got to take the girls to school. Make them walk. No. Then they can legitimately say, hey, when I was a kid, I had to walk miles to school, snow up to my neck. Like we used to have to do. Careful driving, Bill. I thought New York was getting a bliss, so you were going to have your water and everything okay. Oh, the storm missed us, thank God. It hit Susan. Poor Susan. It got Susan, it got Steph, a few other people. I'm thinking, and it just missed us. My sisters don't bother with him. He has a niece who just wants to put him in a home. She doesn't have time for him. She has the time, just not for him. Oh, how sad. Shame on them. We never think that we're going to have to grow up and take care of our parents. You just don't think that way. Because I didn't think that way. And my mother took care of everything. My mother spoiled us. And then when she got hit with this, it was like getting slammed in the chest with a brick. Because now you're thinking, oh my God, now we've got to do everything that she did and more. And I didn't think twice about it. I thought, my mother took care of me. Now it's my turn. So I would, never think of putting her in a nursing home unless it was a last resort. And I've also told my father that you got to plan for that because when it gets to be with dementia, they call it the slow death because the brain is slowly dying. So it's going to get to a point where she forgets how to eat and swallow. And that's when we're going to have to put her in a facility because I don't know anything about doing feeding tubes and all of that stuff. And then you have to watch her all the time so she don't pull stuff out. Yeah, it's just a hot mess. So that's when we'll have to put her somewhere so people can take care of her the right way. No, he's on his own, refuses to pay for help. Oh, no. Oh, geez. That's bad. Both mom and dad have passed. Oh, I see. Spange. Oh, we have one of those too in our family. I'll have to get over here to do. I hate it when something pops up and I'm reading something. Stupid notifications. TV, computer stuff when things aren't working. And I get it because, I went through it with my dad, people don't like to give up their independence, and I understand that 100%. You got to give up. Good morning, Janice. They got to, give up driving and these other things. And my father still thinks he's like in his 30s in his head. When you catch him outside, climbing up like on a garage and stuff. And I'm like, what are you doing? And he's looking at me like, what? And I got a rope. Big deal. You got a rope tied around your waist. Get the frick off of this. I know I had a fit when I come home from work and caught him on the roof. Get the hell off of there. Let's see. YouTube has been messed up lately. People will post something in a live stream and then it won't be posted and it disappears. Excuse me. I noticed that with this. I get the majority of the posts in the stream here, but then there's some that I won't catch and it only shows up on the YouTube channel in the chat. I don't know why. And so if I miss anybody, I apologize. I don't mean to. It's just because it doesn't show up. Good morning, John. How are you? Pinky saw that in your premiere yesterday. Yeah, see stuff's, and you don't see it, and then people get upset, and you're just like, "Oh, I didn't see it. I'm sorry." Like if I get people that might donate something, and I don't see it on this one sometimes, but it'll show up on the YouTube. I'm not watching both chats. I'm only watching the restream. So when I go back over and I recheck stuff, and if I catch it, then I send out a thank you. But it can be annoying. Since 21, I've been taking care of family members or another. Great grandma, great aunt that has stroke, grandma, dad, mom, aunt, always someone that needs help. Yeah, that's true. Doing well. How are you doing, sweetie? I'm alive and kicking. So that counts for something, don't it, John? And thank God I'm feeling, pretty good this morning because I got to figure out, we're a little low on the groceries here. So I got to come up with an ingenious way of making something for dinner. So that's what I'll be working on after the show. And I'm sure I missed a few hellos. If I did, please forgive me, but please accept my hellos. Oh, that's all right. Hello to everybody. That's all. I really wonder how things will go once my parents have left for Scandinavia. And the thing is, I'm just glad that I live in the area still, because we did move away. We moved to another state a long time ago, and it just didn't work out for us. We didn't really care for it, so we moved back to New York, and it's a good thing I did because, my sister's so busy. She has no time to do what I do. That's the thing. So, because she's still got teenagers at home, and it's just, she works full time, and it's very difficult to squeeze in, taking care of extra people when you just don't have enough time in the day. She chips in the best that she can, but as far as full time, like what I do, there's no way she can do that. So that if I didn't live here, then it was somebody else would have had to step up. Or they would have had to figure out a way to get some kind of, an aid. And that's another thing you got to worry about. You have some strangers come in your house and you don't know if they can be trusted, because even though they go through a so-called procedure, right, there's a lot of them that steal or abuse. And I've seen that, when I would go to the store and stuff, I've seen an aide taking this guy grocery shopping, and I knew the woman, and she was being so mean to him. And then when she looked up and she seen me, I go, "Hey, how's it going?" And she knew I caught her. And then all of a sudden her whole attitude, everything changed. Yeah, needless to say, I turned her in for it. "Hey, Friday, how's it going? How are you?" This poor man, you're paying him He's paying you to help him and take care of him, and you're going to treat him like shit? I don't think so. And then she knew she was a shit crick because, like I said, I caught her. And then, yeah, I ended up turning her in. You just don't do that. If you can't handle that kind of a job, then you don't need to do that job. And they figure it's easy money. Well, it's not. If you have no kind of compassion for that kind of work, you shouldn't be working in nursing homes or be a home healthcare aide. It takes a lot of patience. Because a lot of those people are difficult. You know, they're cranky, they don't feel good, they're old, they're set in their ways, and that's just the way it is. I thought I had a knocking at my door. Yeah, see? Knock, knock, knock. Good morning, Friday. How is it out your way? I bet you got lovely weather your way. I know everybody's been so busy. It's a lot of stuff been going on. A lot of people going live, and try to catch them all when you can. And Friday, got a ghost at my door. Hey, yeah. I still haven't even done that test I want to do with the white noise on the radio. I'm just trying to squeeze it in somewhere. I was going to do it. What was I? Yeah. Oh, I was going to do it the other day when it was Saturday when my mother fell. And I'm like, oh, great. Well, so much for that. Now I got to go downstairs and keep an eye on her for a while, make sure everything's good. So I didn't end up filming that, but I'm going to get to it. Because I'm surprised my father hasn't asked for his radio back. Where's my radio? I still got it, Dad. Haven't done it yet. I think it's going to be interesting. Hopefully I can find, I don't know, maybe something will come through. Who knows? I just love it that it's just pure white noise. There's no radio stations, nothing coming through. So that's just awesome. So I'm hoping something gets picked up. If not, it's just all part of the experiment. Sage is buried in snow. Buried in snow. I don't know why you haven't got it done yet, Laura. Yeah, I know. What's the matter with me? Now, yesterday, and I also know spring's on its way because my dog is starting to shed. She's starting to get rid of her winter coat, and it's all over my house. So I spent the whole day, I kid you not, vacuuming. Because I had to vacuum the furniture and, all the rugs and the floors and, and you think you're done and, yep, you put the vacuum away and what goes rolling by on the floor? Dog hair. It just came in and you brush the dog out. Sometimes she lets me vacuum her. But I'll be putting up with this for about a month. And yeah, every day, twice, 2-3 times a day, vacuuming. Because it just never seems to stop. And I bitch every time, every year. You lose enough. I have a whole nother dog I'm vacuuming up. It's ridiculous. I never had any clue that a German Shepherd would shed this much. Oh my God, it's awful. Might be cold at night and up into the 80s during the day. Oh, nice. There's a radio transmission on almost every band we know of, even down to the lower kilohertz range. Yeah, all I'm getting is white noise Friday. So we'll see. Nothing else is coming through. It's an old handheld radio from Radio Shack. So I thought that would be the perfect thing to use because it was so old. Runs on that 9-volt battery, and I knew that would be the perfect thing to run a test on. And I knew my father still had it. I'm like, you got that old Radio Shack radio? Yeah. He still uses it. And FM comes in gray, AM total nothing. Friday, I don't know. I'd have to look. I didn't look. I should post a photograph of it. I mean, this is old. Let me see if I can see on the back what the hell it says there. Yeah, I can't see a damn thing because I'm blind. Oh, wait. Let me get the magnifier out and I can see. Because it's so small, the print, and it's old. Some of it's worn. So let's see what it says here. Frequency range, AM, 530 to 1710 kilohertz. FM is 88 to 108 megahertz. So that's what it's got. And I don't even know when this. I'm trying to see if it even has. And it was manufactured in Fort Worth, Texas. Ha. But it doesn't have a date on it when it was manufactured, but it's really old. I mean, Radio Shack doesn't even exist anymore. Oh, and apparently you can hook it up to TV1 and TV2 as well on this thing. I'll be darned. But yeah, I'm gonna video or maybe do it live. Who knows? We'll see, and you can see and listen. Oh God, I'm wrecking the whole house. But it's I figured that would be the best thing to use to play around with this. I watched a husky grooming video, and they have lots of fur too. Yeah. Oh my God, she's just a walking ball of hair, and she's a short hair. So I don't know. I'm used to it. I just got to keep on vacuuming. And like I said, we let her get on the couch, but I have a cover on the couch. So, I have to, even though the cover's on there, I still got to vacuum the whole entire couch. She's got this thing where she likes to pull all the cushions off. So every day I got to vacuum the couch, put the cushions back on, put the cover back on, put the, the throw pillows back on. This is an everyday routine. I don't know what it is. She likes to pull the cushions off and then lay on the couch. And then she looks at me and I'm thinking, what are you doing? So knock it off, but she doesn't. And the thing is, she's got 3 other beds, dog beds throughout the house. No, she likes to pull the couch apart and lay on it. She's a weirdo. And she only does it when she checks to make sure we're all in bed. Because I hear her, she stands, because she'll go in her dog bed in our bedroom and lay on that and do her moaning and groaning. And then when we're both in bed, then she gets up and stands in the doorway and double checks the room. And then she goes in the living room and destroys the couch. And then eventually she makes her way back into the bedroom. I know, it's just her. I could beat her. Yeah. Oh, Spange, all I do is I brush. And my son's girlfriend, she has her own pet grooming business. And she'll come over and she does the deep coat brushing and all of that. And I am not kidding. It is such a ball of hair. It blows my mind. So it just keeps coming and coming. Thinking, my God. But it's nice because it lasts a while. Actually, she just started, so I've got to have her come over this weekend and just do the deep coat brushing, and it'll help out. And we usually do it outside, but now that it's still snowy and wet and everything outside, I don't want to let wet dog hair all over the yard. So we'll have to do it in the kitchen, and I'll have to clean it all up. I love huskies. Always sounds like they're arguing with people. Yeah, it does. They're funny. They're very funny. Well, Athena does it makes some weird noises. You'll hear her, and she's like, if you yell at her for something, and she'll go and lay down, and you hear her like she's bitching. That bitch just yelled at me. And then when she's dreaming because she makes weird noises when she's sleeping too. The other night she had the hiccups in her sleep. Oh, jeez. Need a spinning wheel to make yarn. I'm telling you, I could knit a sweater then smell like wet dog when you go out. Yeah. That is no joke. I could end up making a huge ball of yarn. There is that much hair. There are people that do that. Good morning, Sandra Pink. How are you? Yes, we could see you now. So apparently you were in earlier and we didn't see you. See, that's what I'm saying. It probably was just on the YouTube channel and not here coming up on Restream, but I could see you now. Love their sounds too. Sometimes acting like bloody murder if there's nothing happening. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That's her when she's having her nails done. She hates having her nails done. My son has to hold her down. And then his girlfriend gets out she doesn't use the clipper. She uses the filer thing on it because it's easy. It's more comfortable for them. But they don't like the vibrating feeling. But that's the only way I can get it done. You got to hold her down and it's zip and it's done. And it's just the front nails because the back ones, she wears them down by running around in the yard. The front ones don't wear down as fast. And so I let it go for a little while. And then I say, no, you got to get it done whether you like it or not. And of course, we have to do it outside because she'll pee. My dog is a submissive peer. So, yeah, we have to do it outdoors so she can pee while they're holding her down. People are thinking, what do they do? They poor dog. I had to have one groomer one time come to the house and do it. And the lady had to corner her in one of the corners of the kitchen. And she's doing the dog peed. And, the lady goes, it's fine. And she's doing it. I go, well, no, it's not that great because now I got to clean it all up. Excuse me. My dog would be overly dramatic when to me. Now, see that, and I always say, when they're a puppy, you play with their feet and you play with their nails. And I did all of that. And then, you put out like a peanut butter treat or a treat and so it distracts them while you're grabbing the paw to do the nail. My dog's like, no. She would eat the peanut butter and I'd grab her paw and she'd pull her paw away. And then I'd go grab the other and she was smart. She knew what I was doing. So I could never fake her out. So now we just have to grab her. Yeah, when is there a day that YouTube doesn't have a problem? There's always a problem. Stuff doesn't show up. The streams don't work right. The numbers are up and down like crazy. So I don't know. Pets are fantastic, but it's like having a perpetual 5-year. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. And my husband has a fit because Athena is literally stuck up my ass all day. So it can be annoying at times because I'll end up tripping on her. Huskies are too smart for their own good. Yes, they are. Smart and sneaky. I knew somebody had 3 of them. Beautiful dogs, very friendly. But boy, I'm telling you, they were a handful. Like right now, I have the door to the studio closed because if not, she'd be in here and she'd be moaning and groaning and then jumping on my lap and wanting me to show her attention and so I have to close the door so she doesn't drive me insane or wreck something. Because she'll like to get around, behind a computer and in the desk and stuff like that, and always afraid she's gonna pull some wires out or something. But normally she just sits like right behind the chair. And then when I back up, she, yells because I run over something. No such thing as personal space. Nothing. Even when you're in the bathroom, forget it. She's right there and she scratched at the door. It's like, no, I got this. You can wait out there. I'm good. But all I know, yeah, she's gonna be the last dog. Give your microphone. Give her your microphone so she can join in. Yeah, she'll probably lick it. You'll hear her sniffing it, and then she'd lick it. But yeah, last dog because it's being on the second floor. It's getting a little hard for me to run up and down the stairs all the time to take her out. And then every time we go away, we have to take her with us because I don't have anybody to watch her anymore. So it's hard when you travel and most people don't allow dogs. And then people say, well, put her in a kennel. No, I'm not going to kennel my dog for a week. Let strangers take care of her. I would be going bananas making sure that she wasn't being neglected. So you just don't go away. That's why I'm lucky that the friends that we have that are up on the mountain, they let us stay at their lake house. They allow me to bring her, even though they don't let anybody else bring their dogs. I get to bring mine, so we're lucky in that way, which is nice because they went up. She's kind of like the bear alarm. If we're out there late at night sitting out on the patio, and she's gonna let you know if something's coming up from behind you. Which nothing usually does, but it's nice to know that just in case we're not paying attention and a bear comes wandering through. Her big mouth will scare it off. And she hasn't seen a bear yet. She would go crazy. She goes bananas when she sees the ducks. I can just imagine. Usually the bear, when a bear sees or something like that, they take off because they don't know what the dog is or what the dog is going to do. And if Athena wasn't hooked up, she would go right after it because she doesn't know what a bear is, but she would tear after it like a crazy animal. I'm so proud of myself. I made some toast with my left hand because the right arm is in a cast. I do not type in a cast. What did I miss something? What did you do? Or did I forget? It's most likely I forgot, Sandra. My memory's totally shot. So yeah, that stinks. A cast. Oh no. I don't know. I need to start writing other things down. Like I always ask everybody, oh, who's going live later, so I can tell them, hey, don't forget to go and so's are going live, and I don't remember. I just don't retain it anymore. So it's I think I have Pinky in here. She says, well, so and so's going live. Okay, good. At least she knows what's going on. I'm just shot. I just say, oh, don't forget to check out so and so's show or go, somebody's live later. Who I don't know. Because I just forget. Now tonight I'm doing an open mic because I had to change scheduling around a little bit. So it's just going to be an open mic tonight. Let's see, Sandra having a morning routine on hard mode. I hear That's the thing. We're all, in a routine. And when something goes awry, then it kind of screws it up. Oh, we're all creatures of habit, which is okay. But, sometimes it's kind of boring, actually. I mean, I like to live each day for whatever happens and where it takes me. But in the winter, it's really not that much because I don't like to go out in it. That's why I can't ever really. I fell off my broom. No, God. See, we told you to be careful. No, I had crystal bone syndrome. I get off 2 days from now. Oh my goodness. She fell off her broom. It kills me. Because I remember the last time when she was leaving, we said no, because it was bad weather. Told her not to fly in bad weather. Oh, like I was saying, I don't schedule anything much in the summer months with people because I don't know what the hell we're going to be doing. My husband's like very spontaneous. I might say, well, I got this, or this going on. He goes, well, no, come on, let's go do this. And then we just hop in the truck and go. So that's how that works. So it's very hard for me to schedule stuff. And everyone else say, oh, come on, it's a good day. Let's grab the fishing poles, go up to the river, go fishing. Or let's go here and explore this. Or, hey, I found some new cemeteries. Let's go and we'll go check those out. So it's always fly by the seat of the pants, which is okay. But just makes it hard to schedule stuff. The fur britches say hi. Well, hello, fur britches. I thought this drama crap was over with. Apparently, it's not. Because I had popped into a live last night and it was full blown. Still about the same crap that's been going on. And that one person that's in the middle of it is still stirring the pot. Oh my God, these people get a life and leave these other people alone. Well, good afternoon there, sugar baby. How are you? How's Ryan and the Bristol crew going today? How you guys doing? I hope you're good. How is it out there in the UK? You guys, is it still raining? Are you guys getting a reprieve or what? Can't stay too long picking kids up from school. Ah, school run. Bill's dropping them off. You're picking them up. Actually, it's funny, Ryan. I was just looking through some shorts yesterday, and the one popped up with you eating the Pringles. Did you ever do what I said to get them all in your mouth, chew them up, and then whistle? Here, I'm a bad influence. I don't know if you ever did it yet. Hello, sweet Betty. How are you? We're going great. Thank you. Good, good. That's good to have some good news. Cold, but sun is trying to come out, and I'm picking them up. Oh, good. Just tell the sun, come on, please come out, dry this stuff up. See, there you go. Would you rather you'd have the cold and the sunshine, or gloomy and wet? Wayne says, "Oh, on his side, it's sunny today." Oh, all right. Suck up that vitamin D. No, I'm still yet trying to. I still haven't tried that yet. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I used to be funny. Hello, Anita. How are you? Oh, the sun is up for a change. Good, good. Hey, Goth Gal. Just popping to say hi. Thanks for the gifted. I'm doing Miriam test currently, so it was a pleasant surprise. Oh, wonderful, wonderful. You can thank Vicky for that. Vicky was very generous this morning. Oh, thanks for posting that, Pinky. Yeah, we got the Discord all sorted out. We got all the crap cleaned up, and it's, so yeah, you guys who want to go over there and hang out, go ahead. Post your photos, whatever, promote your channels, all that fun stuff. Actually, I just put some pictures on this morning about them with the miniatures. I've been working on that. Yeah, minis. I put some minis on this morning. I've got some more pictures I'm going to take of the new stuff on the new build that I've been putting together. All the little cupboards and stuff. Hi, good. Thanks. Hope you are well. I'm hanging in there, Anita. I'm hanging in there. But I'm glad you're doing well. Actually, right at the moment, I'm getting a shooting pain in a not so pleasant place, and I'm trying to ignore it while I'm doing this. I'm hoping it'll pass. Just another day in the life. I love all the minis. Oh, thanks. Yeah, it's fun. So yeah, I got to take new pictures of the new stuff that I put together. I was working on some stuff last night. Some of it was a little hard to see. Thank God for magnifying glasses, But I was doing some painting. I doing a little customizing because some of it has a green outside to it, but they have the raw edges. I'm thinking, well, I really don't like that. And of course, this one's got some red because of the train and stuff. So I figured, well, let me do a little hints of red. And I did it. I saw to see it looks good, makes it pop a little bit. So that's why I tell everybody when you do, the miniatures and stuff like that, or any kind of artwork, just make it your own. I think a lot of people just get, sucked in. Oh, you got to follow the directions, or it has to be done this way. No, it's yours. You do it your way. Smash the button. Smash it. Smash it. Yes, I just hopefully, like I said, get to all this. Smash the button. Subscribe. Please subscribe. I'm trying to hit that 1,000 mark. That'll be just so awesome. Even though I'm very grateful for all the subscribers I have, but yeah, just want to hit that milestone of the 1,000. Of course, I won't know until this stupid sub bot crap's over with. The numbers just keep jumping. Oh God. It'll get sorted. I think it's everybody's just their milestone, just to get to that 1,000. It's a pretty big achievement. When everybody pretty much starts their channels, they think, well, I ain't gonna get nobody, and it just slowly starts climbing up, which is very exciting. Actually, I was just talking to my husband because he was wanted to know the deal with the subbot thing, and I had to explain it to him. And he says, well, why do they allow it? I said, well, it's an outside source. I said, and they just hook up the link to it, and then it's attached to your channel. And I said, well, just like when you have to get, I forget what it is. What is it? Oh God, to get the plaque, I forget what it is. And good morning, Cree. I says, not for nothing. I've discovered that you can buy YouTube plaques on Amazon. I'm thinking, are you freaking kidding me? And I told him, I says, I would just freaking, probably would get one as a joke and have on it engraved with, received this plaque for total BS or some kind of, something really smart ass on there and have it hanging up. But yeah, if, I don't understand why would you want to do that? Because you didn't earn it, I got my pre-op tomorrow afternoon. My spine operation is going to be soon, and then I'll be absent for at least 3 months. Oh, Ryan. I said I'd come over and rub your bum. If the missus says it's okay. I hope everything goes well. And you'll be back on your feet in no time. Slow growth is a good thing. Yeah, it is. Excuse me. Fantasy just uploaded her trailer for the Debunking Squad. It's got all the plushies in it. You gave a cameo. Oh, I did. The plushies are so cute, and I just wish. Oh my god. Yeah, there you go. It's a plaque for 10 subs. There you go. Rock that one. Them and the voodoo dolls. I wish we could find a way to, because I thought about, well, I used to do a lot of sewing. I'm thinking, can I possibly do, manufacture the voodoo dolls? But I haven't had time. Thank you, Bean. Yes, Laura, you can rub my bum. There you go. Because they're so adorable. That's the thing when they do the little action figures. I thought those were so cool, and I'm thinking, "Oh god, is there a way that we could, manufacture those?" Because I would collect them. Everybody's little action figure. And I know that Sarah had made mention that she was gonna look into it to see if they could find somebody that could do that. I think that would be so cool. Yeah, hearts for Ryan and his bum. I know back scary. Surgery's scary. It really is. And Ryan, I hope it works for you, because that's the thing. There's no guarantee. Because they talked about having me do that for my back problems. I'm like, no, I think I'll wait until it's absolutely the last resort, because a lot of people have had surgeries and it did nothing, and it made it worse on some. So hopefully for you, in our prayers that this corrects the problem and relieves you of the pain. And I was just telling actually your brother Sean about my uncle, same problems like with Sean. And so my uncle had to have the surgery done, and he had those rods put in on either side of the spine. And I mean, he's still walking, but he's in pain 24/7. And then one of them ended up snapping. So now he's got to go back and have it done again. And it's like a 6 to 10 hour surgery. So, I mean, who hell wants to go through all of that again? Piggy said, I made a dragon plushie. They're so cute. That's why I'm worried about, I go through all this. And see, and you won't know until you do it. So hopefully it gives you some relief. And it probably has a lot to do with the healing process. So do what the doctor says. Don't overdo. And take that time to recover. Let everybody do for you until you're healed up and you can continue with everyday shit. Everybody's sharing the love. So nice. It's scary, scary. Yes. And also, Ryan, please tell the family to keep us posted on how you're doing, because we're going to worry. I mean, I know they're going to be worried too. And, last thing they're going to be thinking about is us. But have somebody post something somewhere just so that we know what you're doing and how you're doing. The Bionic Spine Club. Yeah, that's this day and age, you'd think they would come up with just better technology. Well, I actually know of a doctor here locally that has come up with a procedure where he has come up with a way to reform the discs, the cushioning in between the discs, and he's had really great success with it. So he's very hard to get in to see because everybody wants to go to this man. I will, I promise. Okay, good. Yeah. I just wanted the pain to stop. That's all I ask, as I'm in pain all day, every day. I'm very good at hiding it. Yeah, we all become really good actors when it comes to that, Ryan. We all know that. We feel you. So it's time for a quick grocery run. Have fun. Oh, pick me up some stuff too, would you, Mr. Prism? Wait, I'll get a list. I can't go shopping yet. I gotta wait. So that's why tonight's gonna be fly by the seat of my pants dinner. Whatever I've got in the fridge, that's what I'm gonna throw together. Usually comes out pretty good. I'm slowly having parts replaced with titanium. I'm turning into the titanium girl. There you go. Sage is going to be the next bionic woman. Have fun shopping. I mean, if you guys like shopping, you guys know I hate shopping. I have to go to town today and it's snowing like a bitch. Oh no. Betty did her shopping yesterday. Nice. No, I can't go for a few days. So I told my husband, well, mystery meal tonight. Petal wants cookies. I always tell everybody, bring me back a prize. I have read about the disc replacement surgery. I would love to have that instead of all the metal in my spine. Yeah, this guy does this, and it's amazing. I've seen some of the process, and I'm thinking, wow, maybe that's something that I could look into. Very good doctor. My mother-in-law had him, and very nice man, and he's had great success with it. So we'll see. I know they wanted me to hook up some kind of gadget. I know you guys have heard of it, where they attach wires to your spine, and then it controls pain, and then when you have a remote control, and I'm like, oh no. So I mean, what happens if you lose the remote? Excuse me. Do you want a dill pickle with a tuna sandwich? Most definitely. Bill has returned. Yeah, dill pickle. Oh, this isn't it's not a TENS unit, Cree. This is, they put it, you have to have surgery. You have to have it installed. I'm like, no. I said, you're not hooking nothing up to my spinal cord. Excuse me, my God. So I told him that was a big no-no. TENS unit I can't use. It hurts me more than the pain I got. I'm surprised my body hasn't fallen apart yet. Wait, are you using duct tape or super glue? Hold it all together. My bro has. I'm gonna keep choking. What the heck? Surgically inserted in his back every 2 years. They have to have the battery plate. Yeah, see, no. It's probably the thing I'm talking about. I forgot about it. They told me about it years ago, and I'm like, oh, we could try this. I'm like, no, you can't try that. And I questioned other doctors about it. And actually, my chiropractor was the one, oh, God rest her, lovely lady. She told me, she says, no, don't have that done. She says, it's not good. All it's doing is masking the pain and you're causing more damage. And then she knew of a woman, it was a young woman, just had her first baby. And hey, Dave, how's it going? And she ended up getting an infection, and it ended up killing her. So I'm like, oh yeah, no, I'm done. I'm done with that. In California, they have artificial discs that you can get instead of cadaver bone too. Oh, amazing! See, yeah, it's great with how they're doing different things. I won't lie, Laura. The TENS can hurt, but when it's done doing what it's supposed to do, I hurt less for a couple hours. It's worth it to me. That's great, Cree. Yeah, no, I tried it once. We had one. I put it on, hit the button, and I was like, oh, it was like somebody was stabbing me. I'm like, nope. It was horrendous. Kind of like the pain you have when you have back labor. It was horrible. I'm like, nope, get it off, get it off. I had a nerve conduction test, or conduction, sorry, nerve conduction tests, and it was painful in the areas that I'm feeling, not the parts with the nerve damage. Yeah, it's, oh my God, it's. Does Ryan have a P.O. box where we can send him get well? Oh, that's nice. And Ryan, if you're still here, yeah, if you guys got a P.O. box where everybody can send you get well cards or little gifts or something. Good idea, girly. That's great. If he's still not in here, we'll have to ask contact on Discord. Sandra or something. Sandra could hook us up with an address or something. That'd be nice. A friend of mine had horrid back issues, went to Arizona because they were supposed to have one of the best back and spine places in the world. They really helped her a lot. That's wonderful. Yeah, because I was just talking about the doctor that we have here. Really good doctor. Oh my God, my uncle had surgery and they hooked up his spine with this electronic stuff. He said he regretted it. Worst decision. Yeah, it was probably the one that they wanted me to use, Steph, and I told him no. They put the wires. I mean, it's attached to your spinal column, and then you control it when you have pain. You turn this thing on and with a remote control. And I'm like, oh, I don't even like the sound of that. And then again, it was, yeah, like you probably have to go back every couple of years to have the battery replaced. So who wants that? Nobody wants that. Horrible. You have to go every 2 years and have your back opened up to have, just done. Thanks for posting that, Wayne. Yeah, I'm sure Sandra would have something that we'll be able to send some get well cards to. So I just live with it. I'm like, I'd rather live with the pain I have now than like, like I said, my chiropractor says it's masking what's going on. It doesn't make anything go away. So you are causing more damage. My mom still has the wires in her back. Yeah, see, no, wouldn't want that. Is it a fact? You can probably ask Friday to confirm. Gravity gets strong with age and time speeds up. Yeah, because everything's being compressed. That's a lot of back issues because everything is getting squashed down. So just, yeah, same here, Dave. I just live with it. And oh my God, some days it's just, please, I just think to myself, please just kill me now. But we just got to keep moving. Keep moving. The worst, vacuuming and sweeping really do me in. My back does not like it. Mopping, not too bad. But, the vacuuming and sweeping, oh my God. And I have to do it. My God, otherwise living in an old pigsty. So you've got to have it. You got to just suck it up and do it. Thanks for sharing all of the links, guys. I appreciate it. And I just think this day and age, we would have, I mean, thank God we've got what we've got as far as technology goes, but I don't know. It just doesn't seem like it's going very far. You think it would be better. Me too. I haven't touched wood. Had any major issues with my back since I moved into this flat. I'm hoping it stays that way. Oh, good for you, Roger. And see, that's the thing. They always say, "Oh, you've got back issues," but no matter what you do, it affects the back. So unless you get to, and even laying down all day don't help. It makes sometimes it makes it worse. So it's money. It is not profitable to be well. Exactly, Sage. There's no money to be made in a cure. That's why they just keep pumping us full of this crappy medicine, which the majority of it I can't even take. So, which is I'm worried about too, because if I do have the rheumatoid arthritis starting, I'm allergic to all that medication because they use that kind of medication for fibromyalgia. I can't take any of it. So I'm screwed unless they get something else that I don't know about. And I actually think it's just the coating on the pill that I'm allergic to. So that would probably be a question I have to ask my doctor if there's a way that I could get medications that don't have the coating on it, which probably not. Because how the heck can you be allergic to everything? I mean, come on. Laura, what's happening tonight? It's open mic night tonight. I had to reschedule the schedule a little bit. So it's going to be open mic tonight. Doctors keep giving me pain meds that I don't like taking. Yeah, Betty. Oh my God, I had so much stuff. I told him, I said, I'm going to rattle like a maraca. And that ain't no joke. And the doctor's laughing. Oh, it's not funny. I don't want to take all this crap. Can't get Leanne's link to work. Uh-oh. Didn't we have that problem before? Well, gotta fly. I have an awesome, happy, love-filled day. Everyone, I'll see you all around the room somewhere. All right. Be careful out there. We'll see you out there in the atmosphere somewhere. Or succession in the atmosphere, the stratosphere. How about that? Well, Laura, you know what they say. There's no money in a cure. Exactly. There isn't. Big Pharma rules the roost, man. All they love to do is write a prescription. And then you got to hope it's covered under your insurance. It just sucks. Totally sucks. And I'm really bad at taking meds because I have meds that I'm supposed to take every day and I forget. I know. Let me hear it. I know. I just forget because I get distracted and start doing something else, and that's it. And then later in the evening, when I sit down and see the bottles, oh shit, I was supposed to take that in the morning. Okay, I'll do it tomorrow. Yeah. I probably need to just have somebody call me up and say, "Did you take your medicine today?" No, thanks for calling. Treat the symptoms, not the problem. Yeah. Well, because yeah, that's what they were doing with me. It was just, pain medications and all of that crap. And I'm thinking about 5 or 6 different things. And I said, I've had it, boy. And that's what I said to myself. This was a long time ago. God, I'm like old ladies with the whole dresser filled with bottles of pills. I said, so who the hell signed me up for this? I set an alarm on my phone to remind me. Oh, do you? Yeah, I'm bad news with that stuff. I really am. You never met my daughter. She is legit allergic to everything. I know, Steph. The older I get, it's terrible. But I do really think it's the coating on the medication. Because the reason it makes me think that is because I can take regular Advil from the store, and then one time the doctor gave me prescription Advil, and I couldn't take it because I was allergic to it. Now, how can it be possible if I could take the shit that's in the store, but I can't take what the doctor prescribed? So it's got to be the coating on the medication. And actually, one of the assistants at the doctor's office, she's the one that pretty much made that comment. She was like, and this was at the pain clinic. She goes, are you sure you're not allergic to the coating? She says, because everything that everybody gives you, you can't take. And I said, my God, you know what? You might be right. I never thought of that. She says, because they put a coating on all medications to make it easier for people to swallow. She says, so that might be what you're allergic to. So I don't know. I had zero allergies, Bill, growing up. I wasn't allergic to nothing. And the older I get, the list keeps growing. So it just bullshit is what it is. It's about the additives, Laura. And I used to teach that in class about pay attention to the additives. Yeah, I don't. Another example, allergies. I mean, just ridiculous. When I had to go for that wonderful test, the colonoscopy, and they wanted you to take 2 kinds of laxative, to clean out the plumbing. And one of them, I took it. I had such a severe allergic reaction to it. I thought I was having a stroke. And when I called up after it passed, after 30 minutes, I called up the office the first time, and the girl, it was a young nurse. Oh, come on. Nobody's allergic to a laxative. I said, don't tell me. I said, I just got over having an episode. So then when I called the digestive doctor's office and told the nurse, she goes, you're the third person that's called about this laxative. She goes, throw it in the garbage. She goes, they changed what they put in it. And apparently it's causing people an allergic reaction. Same type of, I took the pill and not within minutes. My hands kind of like closed up in a pincher position and curled up on themselves. And I was like, oh, and of course you're stuck in the bathroom. And I was like, oh my God. And, my mother was, well back then. I said, oh, Jesus, I yelled at my son, hey, grandma, come upstairs. Something's wrong. And, thank God I made it through. But yeah, you don't know what they're putting in that medication. My youngest is allergic to the cold. Really, Dave? Well, I mean, there's people that are allergic to the sun. Doesn't that stink? Miralax cleans you out, and my daughter isn't allergic to that. I can't remember the name of it, to be honest with you, Steph. I don't know if it was that one or not. She wasn't, because she wasn't when she was 3 and had to start colonoscopies. Yeah, it was in a green box. I remember it was in a green and white box. No, I think it was Docalax. That's what it was. Docalax. And she said that they changed the ingredients in it. The nurse told me. And yeah, they had to tell everybody to throw it in the garbage. Because people were having allergic reactions to it. They told me that no one is allergic to Nexium. And I took it and damn near killed me. Oh, wow. Yeah, see, you don't know. That's scary. So it got to be every time that I would take a new medication, I would take it and then stand right by the phone and wait. And then when I started getting that feeling in my throat, I'm like, yep. And I would call them up and say, what do you want me to do? Can I take, because you don't know if you could take the allergy medication with certain medications. Like, can I take this? They go, yeah. And I would pop two. And then within about, a couple of minutes, it would start to clear up. Otherwise, I was always in the emergency room. Always. And then they'd have to jack me up with allergy medicine. Oh my God. It got to be I was a regular there. They go, oh, how's it going, Laura? Oh, pretty good. Except my face is all swelled up. And I got red blotches all over my body. Oh, sorry, I have to go to my granddaughter's. Is home from school. She wants feeding. Thanks. Oh, okay, Anita. Thanks for hanging out with us. You have a great day. Well, and again, Sherry Hatching Shatline. I know. We have some sad people. It's funny. She got me choking. That's funny. And we're not that old. That's the part that stinks. There we better. It's dry throat. Oop. A notice, nothing important. I know that's the part that's stinks. We're not that old. My God. I mean, the majority of us right here in the chat, we're in our 50s or 60s and below, and we're all busted up. It's just not right. I don't know if yeah, see, I mean, that's 61. That's not old. I don't think it's old anyway. Grace says my father's 81 years old and got, more energy than I do. What the hell, man? And I was pretty generally healthy my entire life until I got hit with the fibromyalgia. And after that, it was all downhill. Pedals, I'm 62. See, I'm saying it's not. We're not old. By today's standards, anyway. I blame what they allow that's it. Yeah, rub it in, Pinky. She's only 48. Brat. Enjoy it. It goes so quick. Yeah, that's why my husband and I talk about this all the time. They're killing us because of what they put in our food. That's why I was thinking about doing one of those hydroponic gardens in the house. I still got to look into that, see how it works, see if it's crap or what. I don't know. Grow our own vegetables. Well, the abuse I put my body through, it's now telling me I'm old, my mind and my spirit. Buttercup, do this shit. I know. Well, yeah, I worked my body hard. I did a lot of things that, like I said, my father only had 2 girls, so we had to help out. So it was construction work, automotive work, hauling stuff, we did stuff that guys normally do, our whole lives. And, then I would do, go on adventures where, we would go do like abandoned buildings and, climbing and hopping fences and, stuff like that. And stuff that, they pretty much beat your body up. And I'm paying for it. And there it's supposed to be, like Sage there, say, working on a farm, on a ranch, that's hard work. But, you're Cree's right. If you don't have natural good food that doesn't have all that garbage put in it, that's why the people in the old days, could work harder and longer and when they got older because they weren't eating poison. And it's in everything that we have as far as food goes. The US lets so much of this crap in our food. I grew up with artificial flavorings, preservatives, and numbers. They took them out, and the generations after told us don't know what to do without all the crap that we ate. Yeah, it's in everything. Everything's got sugar in it. Yeah, and like you said, artificial colors and flavors, and they put the preservatives in so it lasts longer. You see the difference because we have a bakery here that makes some great bread, but if you don't eat it up in 2 days, it turns moldy because there's no preservatives in it. It's all natural. Or the stuff that you got from the store 2 weeks ago is still as good as the day you bought it. Why? It's because it's got garbage in it. And then my husband was a while back was bitching because they're talking about now that they're making they have been. We just really haven't been up to snuff on it. Well, they're making synthetic meat. So you don't even know if the hamburger that you're getting is real meat. It could be a laboratory, made up thing, which really is disgusting because God knows what it's made out of, and we're eating this stuff. And then they wonder why all these people get these weird cancers and, all this other and allergic to everything. That's another point. Unfortunately, we all don't have the space for large gardens and stuff like to grow our own stuff. Like when I was growing up, my grandmother and all my aunts and uncles and all had gardens. So that's, we ate the stuff out of those gardens. But then, we all don't have it. A lot of my body abuse was being a horse. Yeah, and a dancer for years. That's where I learned the power through shit because I had to. Now my body is like, can we take a break at some point? Yeah, and the thing is, you don't want to, right, Steph? You want to keep going. And your body's like, nope. Or you do it and then you pay for it later. That's me. I'm so guilty of that. You have one day you're like, oh God, I feel fantastic. Well, then that's where I start, scrubbing stuff and moving furniture and, going out and doing yard work and, all that, and then later it's like, oh God. And then, you're in bed for 2-3 days because you can't move. And no matter how many times you say, I'm never doing it again. No, you do it again. My cousin was a Bluebell girl. I don't doubt she's paying for it now. Yeah. We had a few people on either side that ever hit 6 foot at all. Yes, that's what I'm saying. It's because it's funny. If you see, my husband and I were average height, I'm 5'6", my husband's 5'7". My son is 6 foot. And everybody goes, where the hell did you get here? Oh, well, we like to grow him big. My son's a big dude. So everybody's like really surprised that, he's our son because he's big. In the Army, they have to push you through because you have a team counting out. Yeah. Yeah, my dad was in the Army. So I know what you're talking. He'd tell me stories. You guys running through muck and all that crap in 100-degree weather or plus, and you're in full gear, and oh my God, I would have died. Guys would pass out from heat stroke. Military makes you strong. Let's see. I look at friends that retired at a young age because they made their money and then add hard work. Within 2 years, they've dropped it. You know what? I think that that's a curse, to be honest with you. Retiring. Everybody we know that has retired has only lived a year or two after the fact and then had passed on. What is up with that? So it's really strange. So I always tell everybody, don't retire. Retire, but still keep like a part-time job somewhere. You got to keep moving. When we bought this house, there was an old gentleman that lived next door, and we actually had just moved in just as his wife had passed. So he went back to work, and this man was in his 80s, and he used to bag groceries and keep himself busy. And he would go down to like the nursing homes and have lunch with the old ladies for companionship, and he kept working right up until he passed away, and like 10 years later. So that's the secret. You've got to keep moving. I'm 5'4". My sons are 6'4". When I ask people, I say miracle grow. Yeah, there you go, Petals. I know they're looking at this little tiny woman and like, Jesus, what did you do? That's what I would say. We like to grow them big. 50-mile ruck march, 98-degree weather, good times. Yeah, Bill's character, right, Dave? I never even thought of joining the military because I've seen all that. I grew up with that. I'm thinking, screw that, man. They said retired once is overrated. Yeah, it is, because I know people right now that we have friends that have retired. Well, of course, I'm retired, but I wasn't my choice. Friends of ours that are retired, they're bored out of their skull. I says, well, you got to find something to do. My husband's got a friend that he worked with at the county, and he's going nuts. He goes, oh, I don't know what to do. He says, well, you shouldn't have closed up your business for one, because he had a side business, professional cleaning business, and you should have kept that going. This way, at least you had a purpose. You know what I mean? They said my mom is 5'11". Oh, I always wanted to be 5'11". And I'm 6'1". There you go. My hubby's uncle drives truck, retired, and when he turned 70, he said, hell no. He got a job the next day and still driving truck today. Now he's oh, God bless him. Just let him keep going. As long as he can still do it. I think this is because you just don't have a purpose anymore. Because I know when I was forced into retirement, the first couple of weeks, like, yeah, I got to sleep in. I was loving it. And then after that, I'm thinking, God, I feel like I don't have a purpose anymore. What the hell do I do? And that's when I fired up the YouTube, because I was like, I got to find something to do. She says, I'm an Army brat. I would never join the military. Some people love it. They love it. And then you got others. I'm like, yeah. I mean, my father, did his time in there. Of course, it was during wartime. So he had no choice. He was volunteered, by the government, but he did his time and then he got the hell out. They wanted him to sign up again, and he's like, no way. He goes, I want something else, better to do with my life than, always being under somebody else's thumb and, being beaten into the ground all the time. No. My mom scared dates I brought home in high school. Yeah. Yeah, gravity is making us shrink. Hey, Mark, how's it going? Good morning. Good morning. Oh, I know when they hit towards the senior year in high school, that's when the recruiters show up. And then they try to suck everybody to sign up. And I know my son come home with all these pamphlets. I go, what the hell's this? He goes, oh, the recruiters were there. And I says, okay, listen, if it's something that you want to do, I'm behind you 100%. I said, but don't let nobody talk you into this. If it's not something you're interested in, don't do it. And he goes, yeah, he didn't want to do it. Even though I could see my son being a Marine, because my son's pretty tough, but that's not what he wanted. And see, it's pretty standard in all of our families. Somebody was in the military. My father-in-law was in the Navy during the Korean War. My father-in-law was the underwater demolition guy. He was a SEAL. Pretty neat. And then I had an uncle who was a Green Beret. He was the guy in the helicopter that fired that big, huge gun like Arnold Schwarzenegger has in that movie. What the hell is that called? An M60? I think that's what it is. One of those huge things. Yeah, he was the guy in the helicopter. So I think the most of us have been touched by somebody in the family that's been in the military. It's a hard life. And you gotta like to travel because you're never anywhere for any length of time. Or was it Dave? Were you in Germany for what, 10 years or so, you said? Or I wouldn't like to be shuffled all over the place. Stinks. My pop was in the Army Corps of Engineers in Korea. Yeah, see, we all had somebody. And if it's your choice, that's great. But the way things are now, I mean, what I just read I've seen an article. I didn't read the whole thing. I just saw the headlines where apparently Putin's starting trouble again. Apparently, claiming that there's going to be World War III. God, I hope not. I just hope not. Was in Germany off and on for 9 years. Yep. I say thank you to anyone who's joined the military to fight for our countries. Bless them. Yes, yes. Obviously, yes. We thank them for their service, their sacrifices. It's not easy. It's not an easy life. I have issues with women being in the military and their mothers because it's unfair to the child. And I get it. They were in there, they became mothers, and they have to stay until their tour is over with. But it's so hard on the children. But yeah, he's always starting trouble. Yeah, he's nuts. That's why. The guy's crazy. And I thought they finally, just got him to shut up and behave. And yeah, I just seen the headline. I think it was yesterday. I'm thinking, oh no. I thought that our troubles were over with that nut job. I think it kills me. I don't understand where they think, this day and age, it's always, threat of nuclear. Nobody is going to survive a nuclear war. No, I don't understand where they think that they can. There is no survival from that. Even if you're hiding in an underground bunker, are you going to stay under there for 10 to 20 years? Because everything will be so contaminated. Everything above ground is going to be dead and worthless. And oh, gee, I don't understand it. Yeah, get to the chopper. I know. It's one hell of a weapon, I'm telling you, man. I remember seeing that in that movie. I'm like, holy crap. You just cleared a field in 10 seconds. It takes everything out. The armor will let you out under circumstances. I know a few females who got out because they had a child and had no one to care for them. Oh, yeah. And I get why they're in there because they're trying to make a better life for themselves and their families, but it's just too traumatic for the kids, Oh, no, Putin blames the US for USSR collapse, so he's gonna keep bothering us. Yeah, somebody just needs to give him a timeout. Get in a corner. To clarify, I was an Army spouse. The hardest job in the military. It is. It is. The burden of everything in private life is put on the shoulders of the wife until your mate comes home. And it's hard on them too, but it's just hard all the way around. And some people love it and are okay with it. One of the reasons why my father didn't sign back up is because my mother didn't like traveling all over, and I was a baby, and it was just like, it's just, and she didn't like the places they were going, and and she missed her family, and so they came back home because it was just too much. And then it's like I said, that's not what my father did not want a career in the military, because who knows where the hell we would have ended up. You never stay long in any place. My dad was sent. It made it difficult for some of us to learn to make friends because we were always, yeah, you're not there long enough to, develop any kind of relationships with anybody. Because as soon as you get settled in and find friends, oh, new orders, got to move, got to go. And it's constant. So it's just not, it's not for everybody. It really isn't. So I give them a lot of credit. That's the sacrifice that they go through to keep us safe and to keep our rights safe. And it's just, they definitely deserve our praise. That's for sure. Okay, guys, 2 hours already. Boy, we zip right through this one. I'm gonna let you guys get going and get your thing on. And thanks to the mods for sharing everybody's links. Go check out everybody's stuff, please, please, please. And if you can, hit that like button, comment, subscribe, share, all that stuff. Check out the merch shop if you feel like it. I want to thank you, everybody, for your support and all your donations. They're always, always greatly appreciated. Don't forget, tonight I'll be on open mic tonight at 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. I hope you guys will pop in. We'll have a little bit of fun there, see what we can get into. Until then, guys, you have a great, great day. Those of you having sunshine, send it my way, will you? Because holy mackerel, I need some vitamin D. I'll see you guys all tonight. You guys have a great day.